How can a poor man quickly become a rich heir? The answer is simple: kill the real heir and take his place. This man's name was Ripley. He was a master of imitation, whether it was copying someone's way of playing music or the way they spoke. He could do it almost perfectly. One day, a wealthy man spotted him wearing a prep school uniform and asked, "Do you know my son? He goes to that school too." Of course, Ripley didn't know him. The uniform was only borrowed. But Ripley wasn't about to miss a chance to connect with the rich, so he claimed to be good friends with the man's son, Dickie. To his surprise, the father asked Ripley to go to Italy and bring his rebellious son back home, offering him a generous payment in return. Ripley had never even met Dickie, so he went home and started digging up information about him. He learned that Dickie loved jazz, so Ripley began studying jazz music himself. Once everything was ready, Ripley headed for Italy. By the seaside, he finally found Dickie. Pretending to be an old classmate on vacation, Ripley tried to blend in. But Dickie wasn't fooled. He immediately noticed Ripley wasn't tanned like someone who'd been on holiday. Luckily, Dickie's fiancée warmly invited Ripley to join them for dinner. At the table, Ripley amused Dickie by mimicking his father's voice and mannerisms. Just when Dickie was starting to be entertained, Ripley bluntly revealed, "Your father sent me to bring you home." Dickie flat out refused, telling Ripley to get lost. Surprisingly, Ripley agreed. But as he was leaving, Ripley deliberately dropped a few jazz records from his bag. Seeing that, Dickie was delighted. He never expected Ripley shared the same passion. He asked him to stay. The truth was, Ripley knew he couldn't convince Dickie to return home. So instead, he planned to befriend him. Ripley moved into Dickie's lavish villa. He began imitating not just Dickie's voice and gestures, but even started wearing his clothes. But soon, Dickie grew tired of him. One day, while the two were out sailing, Dickie called him nothing more than a parasite and told him to go back to America. Furious, Ripley grabbed an oar and smashed it across Dickie's head. They fought desperately, but in the end, Ripley killed him with the oar. Ripley returned to shore, while the boat carrying Dickie's body sank beneath the waves. Back at the hotel, the front desk clerk shockingly mistook him for Dickie. It turned out that after days of copying Dickie's every move, Ripley had begun to embody the young heir's very presence. In that moment, a dangerous thought crossed Ripley's mind.